My name is Nyaradzayi Gumbonzvanda. I'm the AU Goodwill Ambassador for Ending Child Marriage in Africa. The girls we're talking about are not a statistic. They are amongst us, and we are responsible. Girls in our communities are seen but not heard. So we see them and we ask them to go fetch water. We ask them to assist with selling things on the market. But when that same girl says, there is a man who is doing bad things to me or who is saying things to me, we don't listen. We must listen to our children. Because when our children express to us what is happening in their life, we need to have quality time to listen, to respond, and to support them. When we read around the statistics, when we listen to the stories, when it comes back to household poverty. And within the issues of household poverty, the position of women within that household, the mother is as disempowered as her daughter, because inequalities, patriarchy, confers voice and power of decision-making to the male members within the family. So at times we hear the mother say, no, you just get married, you go. But privately, she's crying. She doesn't want her daughter to get married. But publicly, she encourages and supports her daughter to get married because she's also thinking about her own situation within that household. She's also dependent socially, economically within that household. So they just ask them to tolerate, to say it's okay, because they tolerated. That's the violence we're trying to break. The issue of child marriage have taken a perspective in which it is assumed, I use this very advisedly, that culture accepts child marriage. So culture, for me, culture is being abused to justify an unacceptable social practice. Because there should be other ways within our culture and our traditions to address issues that are there within families and within communities without having to give away our daughters. Culture is not static, it's dynamic. We need to have a dynamic culture that affirms human rights, that affirms the position of children, but also that knows that there is no tomorrow until we invest in today. And our today is the children. I know that we can end child marriage. We have the data. We know the issue. We know the causes. We know the interventions that needs to be done. Therefore, we just need to act. We know if every child, if every girl is in school, remains in school, completes not primary education, but secondary and tertiary education, it means they are not going to get married at 15 or 16 because they would be in high school. They won't be married at 17 because they are starting college. They will be married when they are ready. We need our girls to have age-appropriate sexuality education because they are humans. At age 15, you have the hormones running around. They need to be able to negotiate relationships, to have a voice, to know that I can say no. I can say no to this guy. I can say no to my parents. I can say no to my elders if it is about going into this relationship. I think that in itself would mean that we have millions of our girls being able to push back. I also believe that it's doable for us to end child marriage because we can register everybody. Everybody should be possible to get a birth certificate. The moment we stop calling this marriage, the more we will make major inroads. I don't know what to call it, but I don't believe that by calling it child marriage, we are really speaking to the issue directly. Because a marriage, I remember my own marriage, it's supposed to be a happy occasion, consent, celebration. You know, you go into that relationship with dreams to build your nest, to build your family. This is not a marriage. When somebody is 14 years and the man is 35 or 40 or 70, it's a crime